Well, hey everybody, Sorvius here, and I'm bringing you a League of Legends video. Now, I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, I'm voicing over this recording because I have all my settings right. Everything is set up the same way all the time, and when I recorded this, the damned audio was too loud, and for some reason, my voice and the game audio recorded on the same track, which meant it was hard to hear me. And I know there are people out there that, God forbid, you screw up a recording and the audio is, you know, not what you want it to be. You've got to say something. You watch 35 minutes of video and nothing that happens interests you except the fact that you couldn't hear. However, I know that's annoying, and that is why I am taking another half hour plus to re-record the audio, my voice, so that it is at the right level and you can still hear the game audio in the background. But what you're watching right now, is me and Caitlin knocking each other out. However, I got the first blood. So this whole video, as you can see, this menu is awesomer. Well, it is to me because I've gotten used to using it. But League of Legends just updated for their Season 3, which I'm assuming means their third year, but I don't know. To me, Season 3 just means it's the third iteration of a major overhaul of the game's interface and look. I mean, they've made minor changes over the past year or so, or the past 6-8 months, but this is huge. If you watch my previous videos or any other League of Legends video before this, it's way different. Like, this menu system is unbelievable. It's easier to navigate once you get used to it and re-figure out where everything is. They've got the categories better, so everything's right there. You don't have to click forward and backward. Whatever you want, you just hit it and it's there, which is really nice. And the main reason I made this video is to show you that I'm still Gangplank, but I figured out a new build which I don't even need to play well, and I can still help my team win the stupid match. Like, it's not even fair anymore, And the build goes as follows. What I first start with is my boots and my 3 mana potions, so I can stay in a little bit longer. And I have, I reworked my runes so that it's not noobish 20% crit. It's 10% crit, 19% attack speed. And there's a reason for that, because if I hit faster, I can do more damage over the same period of time. And that little 10% critical, gives me a slight edge. But point is, the build that I've come up with now is really awesome. Teemo and I, this Teemo's kind of dumb, and in this particular match, this Caitlyn is just super ultra aggressive. Like, she doesn't even hesitate to run up and smash. And I understand she's got one of the longest ranges of all the champs, so she has technically the right to rush like that. But in the beginning, we've got an issue here with, I think Jace was AFK, or Mordekaiser was AFK for a little bit, and then he finally jumps in. And Caitlyn is just owning us. I mean, we're owning her, but she, like right here, boom, I get her, but the tower gets me, because I have to dive for it. And she gets the DK. I mean, this Caitlyn, you'll see as this match goes on, she's just like a total prick. Which is censored on the chat, because I forgot to change it. So, guess what? I'm going to say it out loud. This Caitlyn's a total prick in this match. But, we're running along here, and the first item that I work on now, instead of getting my boots filled up and doing a Wriggle's Lantern, is the Black Cleaver. And the reason the Black Cleaver is so awesome is because you get a whole bunch of stuff with it. First of all, you get a 20%, if I remember correctly, you get a 20% attack speed increase. You get 50 attack damage, 10% cooldown reduction, and plus 10 armor penetration. I mean, that's unbelievable. For it's not an early game item cost-wise, but if that's the first thing you buy, you put a serious edge on. I think it's like 2,800 gold total. And you need long swords and a brutalizer and the red crystal, but it's amazing. So that's what I start with. Then I move on to the Bloodthirster. Another expensive item, not so much meant for early game, but by the time I get to the Bloodthirster stage, I think they actually reduced the cost, because they reduced the cost of the big BF sword by 100 gold, which may not seem like a lot, but it helps. And it's only when you finally, they increase the price of the lifesteal. Okay, first of all, the Abyssal Scepter, whatever it is. So you have 800 gold for that, and you actually can build to it with a long sword. And then it's only 625 after you add in. Oh, so here's a problem. After you add in the cost. Sorry, I've been up for 24 hours, so I'm not thinking too clear. But there is a point right here where I do own Caitlyn and get killed again, but I managed to slice her up before I destroyed. Anyway, the price has been all reworked, and it's just it's awesome. It's awesome. So yeah, see here I'm explaining how to build this and what all you get, and yeah, it's great. So basically I'm going to step you through this match as it's going, and I think I'm going to cast my ult right here while I wait. Let's see here, there LeBlanc's being handled, so I'm going to go back down to my lane here and bam, cast the ultimate just in case anybody's coming nearby. Plus I get to collect that gold. And they're MIA. Now, on top of the fact that the Black Cleaver is cool in a Bloodthirster, there's an item called the Zephyr, and I made a mistake before. The Zephyr is the one that gives you the 20% increase in attack speed, the 50 attack damage, the 10% cooldown reduction, and the plus 10 armor pen. Plus, you get tenacity for it. Same thing as if you got Merc Treads. So I can get my boots and turn them into Berserker's Greaves for attack speed. Then you can enchant the boots on top of that. And I explain that a little bit later about the boot enchantments. And there's some other enchanted items. Basically all enchantment means is that you can upgrade your item a second time. Instead of it being the max build, like you get the Boots of Speed, then you get a Berserker's Greave or Merc Tread or Ionian Boots of Lucidity, whatever. Once you get that, you can then add even more crap to it for another 475 gold. And like I said, when it comes up later, I'll read them off to you. But that's really awesome, because the boots as they stand are useful in different ways, but the fact that you can further upgrade them to make them even more awesome without taking up an extra item slot, and I really think that's the premise behind it, is conserving item space and getting more bang for your buck. Because the whole gold system has been reworked, so you know, you get certain amounts for this and that, and you collect a little bit more gold per second without even adding masteries. Like if you add masteries, you can collect even more gold. But it's I think it's balanced, but for my particular play style, it turns me from the gangbang into a full-blown rapist. Okay, on the playing field here. Because as you can see, I'm not doing well. I'm chasing, I'm being, you know, sucked into these battles. Right there was a good kill by Lux. She just owned Mordekaiser with her ultimate. But I end up like 10-13-10 as a score, and that's not good. I mean, yeah, that's 10 kills, but it's 13 deaths. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. I wonder if you can hear that. If you can, you all had a good laugh. Sorvius farted on camera. Anyway, we're going through this, and see, here's where I talk about the upgrade. So I got the double upgrade on the boots, and I got the plus 15 movement speed. So now my movement speed at level 7 is 412. Now I know some of you are saying, "Oh, I did 450 by level 5." Well, whatever, you know. I'm trying here. I'm Sorvius. I'm not good at these kind of games, but this is fun. And basically, League is no longer in any way, shape, and form intimidating. Like, I have no doubts in my mind that I can run out into Summoner's Rift and do terrible or good. If I do really good, they surrender. If I do terrible, we still end up storming the Nexus. It's just, you're going to see in this battle, with a Mordekaiser and a LeBlanc, we still end up storming the Nexus. It's just amazing. I mean, I guess I wouldn't post a video if I lost, but this is just too good to be true. So what we have going on here is me and Teemo down the bot lane, and as you've seen so far, this Teemo is like, I don't know what he's thinking. Teemo's a squishy little Yordle, and he's rushing right into this Caitlyn. Maybe it's just me. Maybe he's got new items too that he knows how to build or something. But you know, he got killed a couple of times already, and if you watch also, see right there, I get Jimmy rigged, and then they killed Teemo on top of that. He gets the DK for that, or the but then Lux ends up shysting LeBlanc, which is nice. Our Lux ends up doing really well. But the score, it might be hard to read, but the score stays pretty much even the entire battle, but we end up winning by like 6 or 7 kills at the very end, because once we storm the base and kill all the towers and all that's left is the Nexus, I run up and it just, like I said, you're going to see just how ridiculous this is. But yeah, I really like what they've done with the UI, and you know, it's crisper, it's sharper, it's easier to read stuff than it even was before. All my spells are there, everything's the same, but it's nice, you know. I really like what they've done, and I think after this is like the 2-week period between the update now, the patch, which was yesterday, and you know, because I was watching the video, it says there's like a 2-week period between when the patch is released and the next update where they do tweaks to further balance out the gameplay. Because right now, as it stands, I'm actually having fun in every match I go into. It's, you know, when I get killed, I don't mind, even if I didn't do anything dumb. You know, if I was honestly trying to do something and I ended up getting wasted and it, you know, ticked me off, the rage quit status, that doesn't happen anymore because I'm having fun with this, because I know that the stuff I'm buying in the shop, when I come back out there, I can get my revenge. And I think they mentioned that in the video that they made about explaining a lot of the changes, is that you have more control over how you build, and, you know, oh, Teemo ices him, and then Kate gets Teemo. See, it's just this back and forth thing. But you have more of an opportunity to seek vengeance or revenge on the one that killed you with the way that they have this item and gold system set up now. So at this point, I got my Brutalizer, and oh yeah, the Black Cleaver is 250 health. That's what it is. And now you see the Abyssal Scepter there cost 800 gold, 400 for the longsword. So they really increased the price of that, but ended up decreasing the price of all the items that take that item for lifesteal. Like I said, if you got everything but the actual Bloodthirster, it cost 900 gold. Okay, but now it only costs 625 after you buy the stuff. And I'm okay with that, because even though it's technically more expensive, it seems like it's less when you do the building. And having that 100 gold off the BF sword is just a huge win. Because, yeah, I didn't like that at all. Here I cast my ultimate and waste Caitlyn for once, because she's really getting on my nerves. I was yelling about it in the other audio, but like I said, that was not good audio. You wouldn't have liked that. I mean, you could hear me, but the music was way too loud, and the sound and all that stuff. I don't know what the heck happened. I'm still pissed about it. I have to go back and check my settings and scold my machine. Say, how dare you screw up my recording? I'm a professional, damn it. I mean, I might as well marry my computer, you know. I could go off on a little rant about that, but I won't, for, you know, the sake of me killing this turret all of a sudden. While they're all scrambling around mid lane, I sneak up, take out the bottom lane turret, phase 1, and then kill the minions, wrap around, and go to the mid lane. Because I know they're coming for me, and I know I can't take the tower, but I decided to do a little bit more farming here, and then we're on our way back. So at this point, they've pretty much given up on the top tower, and they go on an all-out mid-assault. And that gave me the opportunity here to take advantage of this farm situation, Rengar's coming up. He's going to try to stop me. But I'm going to try to fire off one round. And then Lux, of course, kills LeBlanc again. But Caitlyn gets the vengeance. Now we've got Jace and Rengar coming up on me. But it won't work. Watch this. You're going to love this, man. Alright, I'm on bot lane. I got a Jace and a Rengar chasing me. I flash over into the grass. Run up by blue. Now Rengar gets another beat on me. Oh, that hurt. But I cast my ultimate to slow them down. Rengar jumps. I run through the bushes here. Hey guys, can you help me out here? I'm gonna be killed. Oh, but I have enough mana for my heal. And they go up, and he's dead. Oh, I love. You see what I mean, dude? Like, it's not even fair anymore. I would have been like so dead at that point. And I don't even have any defense. My defense icons down there are blue. There is no green text. That is just straight up defense off the stock character. And I survived that chase from bot lane all the way to mid lane. Now granted, if my people weren't there, I probably would have been snagged. But the fact that I was able to leash both of those guys all the way over there, survive, and they end up getting killed, it's just hilarious. And I'm pretty sure it has something to do with the fact that I added that enchantment. See those Berserker Greaves with the extra movement speed? It's plus 60 with those two passives. I mean, that's awesome. So I really think that that's what got me out of that, and that's one of the new item features, so go figure. Not even fair. But at the same time, it's very useful. And to get out of those situations, it does give you an edge in the battlefield. Now here we're going to kill Caitlyn, and I'm going to dive Rengar under the tower here. I really don't understand at this point why we didn't actually kill that tower. I must have not been paying attention, but when I come around here, our Malphite is I don't know what he's doing. Okay, there's the tower. I don't know why he killed it earlier. We could have taken out that Rengar, but whatever. So now we've got the mid lane advantage. And these guys are at this point, it's really where it takes the turn. If they had decided to surrender at this point, I would not have blamed them. But their team was extremely arrogant. Now, they didn't say anything. They didn't act like jerks, except for Caitlyn. She was just way too aggressive. But it seemed like this team thought that they were the shit. Okay? Plain and simple. It's the easiest terms I can put it. This team thought they were the shit. And the way that they played, you know, they did the lane thing. They didn't try to scatter. They had wards down. But they just, I mean, here's LeBlanc doing her double thing, getting away, and me killing the clone. Lux then, of course, kills her a third time now doing that ultimate. And I end up getting a chance to ice Mordekaiser of all players before he takes me down. With assists, with 2 assists. Now, for me to kill a Mordekaiser, I mean, I was in a match before, and on level 1, I was up in the bushes. We both had a jungler, top lane, and here comes Garen. Now, we know Garen's got like 200 more HP than I do, and I didn't have my crit runes on, because I was fooling with them. I had all attack speed. I killed the Garen, and still had about 100 hit points left, and level 1, and he's the tank. So, it's clear to me that the way that this system has been reworked, it definitely helped me out. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm loving it. Because it's not that I don't have to work as hard to get my stuff, it's that I feel like, you know, if I get killed or something dumb happens, I can come back and you know, return the favor, as it were. And that's what I really like about it. So what's happening now is, I got into the pile up here, and the 3 of them went back. So I decide I'm just going to laugh and hang out. And they ended up, there was 2 mid here, Rengar and LeBlanc. So I just kind of hang out and wait for the rest of my team, because all they did was go back. I used my ult to kind of slow them down a little bit to protect the tower. And LeBlanc comes around here, and this is where it gets interesting, because I get snared and go around, Lux ults, kills her again. Oh no, she didn't kill her that time, but I escape, and then of course Caitlyn ultimates me. But unfortunately Darius comes down with the ult, not once, but twice, and he got the assist on that because Lux ended up, I don't know what she did, but Rengar ended up getting killed. maybe when you watch the video you can tell. So now I'm talking about the Zephyr. 20 attack damage, 50% attack speed, 10 cooldown reduction, 10 armor pen. And of course Darius says sorry he couldn't save me. I'm like, hey, it's no problem, dude. I didn't care if I died. You got to hack your blade into her. That's all that matters, is that you get the vengeance. So that's what's up. So now we got a situation up here where Teemo's taking this tower down, doing a sneaky little yordle backdoor thing. And he gets the tower, so I come back out, and I got my stinger and my lifesteal. So we almost have the Zephyr built, and I got the lifesteal and then the Zephyr components first instead of the Bloodthirster. One, because I could afford it at the time, and two, because I wanted to increase my attack speed. So now my attack speed is almost 1.4, and my AD is 171. Now, I don't know about, plus I have 10% critical chance. I don't know about you, but that is a win right there, because I'm hitting relatively hard for the 22-minute mark, and I'm hitting fast. I'm hitting almost 3 times in 2 seconds. And I think that's what ultimately is my plus, because I switched from straight up attack damage to more attack speed, but using the new items I can increase my attack damage equally to what I was doing before and increase my attack speed by changing some runes, because a lot of these items do both AD and AS, and I'm not going to argue with that. I mean, come on. That's like a gangplank paradise. I'm pushing all the way up here to this tower, and I think Jace comes up here and tries to throw me down. I end up getting ganked before the tower falls. But I did a sneaky little move. I don't know if it's here or if it's later on. But I actually, yeah, here's Jace. I flash forward, come around, and booyah! He's dead. It's a technique I'm working on. A lot of people will flash away to get out of a range, but when an enemy's coming towards me, usually they use a ranged attack that's directional. So I flash behind them and then shoot them in the back. It doesn't do any more damage, but because they attacked in front of me, I now have the advantage, and I can do 2 attacks after dodging their one. And that's why I was able to kill Jace at his own tower. Again, you're seeing things in this battle that in previous battles, even though I won, were like not possible to a point. I couldn't do them. But this item and gold system, the way it's been reworked, I can now make those kind of decisions and still be okay with it. I don't care if I take the fall, because I'm actually getting these kills. And the score is dead even, 30-30 right now at the almost 25-minute mark. So things are really getting interesting in this match. There's another 10 minutes to go, and what you'll see happen is from this point on, my team just bands together and destroys everything. And I completed my Zephyr build. And another thing that's interesting is when you land a critical strike, just for getting a critical hit, which you know I'm all about crits, you actually get a temporary bonus of attack speed for like 2 seconds or something like that. It's ridiculous. And I crit constantly. So it's like, oh, here's a great part right here. First of all, we kill Mord because he flashes towards us over the grass. Then we come up, and I was like, I want my revenge on Caitlyn, but she's too fast, and I don't get to kill her. But it's okay, because wait and watch. I'm going to come back and kill these minions so that we can come up and try to rush this tower. So the minions are coming up. We got a siege minion. Things are going great. Use my buff. Oh, and Teemo ends up killing the dragon, so now we've got a gold bonus. And I'm gonna come up here, circle around. Lux shoots her ultimate, and mainly because I thought, you know what, they're fine. I gotta go farm because I want to get this Bloodthirster for 1550. So in a matter of about 10 seconds, I end up farming 500 gold out of these minions. They're up to 1,000. There's 1,100, and more gas. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Yep, I know. I had pork and beans today, man. What do you want? I can't stifle it. There's nobody around. You know. I got a moment of silence. People I'm staying with went to bed, and I was up all night, and I was playing some League. I took the day off. I'm making Pandora 2, dude. And I was working on it yesterday, and my mind just melted. Like, Pandora 2 is so twisted sideways. By the time you get done playing that, Pandora 2, by the way, is my Minecraft custom map that's coming out soon. For those of you that don't know, the first Pandora, if you want a link in the description, you can play that. And I'll put the Pandora 2 demo out, why not? But Pandora 2, dude, by the time you get done with that, you will not know which way is up. That's all I'm going to say. Like, I'm trying to design this thing, and I'm confusing myself, making myself dizzy. My controls are all messed up. It's amazing. So I got enough for the Bloodthirster. Buy that stuff. $6.25 to go, and I got it. And it doesn't take long either. Watch this. Booyah! I love that, because the ultimate's not very powerful. Mine anyway. It's designed to use countermeasure. But I tell you what, when they're low on health and I drop those bombs, it's like nobody ever thinks about it. When I'm playing against another gangplank, I always forget that there's an ult coming. And then it does, and you're like, oh shit, I should have known, man. And right here we have Darius killing LeBlanc, and then I go on the chase. And what happens? Well, Jace tries killing me, but he's too slow. And I end up almost killing Caitlyn. But that right there, that 2 versus 1, I shouldn't have even been able to touch Jace. But these items rule. I got 249 AD at this point. My movement speed is unbelievable. My attack speed is 1.5. So now I'm definitely hitting 3 times in 2 seconds. My critical strike is up because I have Zephyr. And I'm making huge, or my attack speed, my critical strike goes up because I start building the Phantom Dancer. Now we're talking about the boots in this. We got 15 movement speed, we got buffs for other movement speed. It's just all kinds of awesome. But my favorite is the plus 15, because you already get plus 45, in addition to the 45 you got for the boots of speed base. So you're up to plus 60 movement speed up to your base. And then if you add the other item, the Zephyr, it's unstoppable. I mean, I'm flying. I think it was like 488 is my movement. Yeah, 485 with my buff at this point. So we got 5 more minutes in the match, and there goes Teemo killing Rengar, because Teemo got super powerful because they let him farm, man. You can't do that. Teemo sucked early, but now he's on fire. So we're going to wrap around here and try to take out this turret, because our minions are up here. So what do? I cast my countermeasure ultimate, they run away, minions come in, boom, the tower is dead. Oh yeah. And I got the credit for it. And of course the inhibitor is also dead. And here comes Mordekaiser bringing up the rear. I don't know what he was thinking, but he's as good as dead. As Darius comes down, but I end up slicing him with my Q. And then I decide to get bold and chase these 2 idiots. Lux throws down an ult, which does some serious damage. And I decide, you know what? I'm not going to chase him down, because I got 2 turrets in my way. I'm going to go and take down this tower. And because I have such an amazing attack speed, and my AD is 275 at this point, this tower goes down like a hot knife through butter. Oh yeah. Then I start going on the inhibitor there, but I decide, I'm going to try to kill LeBlanc, and LeBlanc does her double thing, and I kind of get turned around, and I end up getting killed. What are you going to do? But again, I did all of that before they caught me, and everybody else was in mid lane, the ones that were alive, because at this point we had, I think 1 was down, and then I died. They came back up, but it's so ridiculous. Like I said, it's not even fair. And our score is still dead even. We got 39 to 38. They get the kill. It ends up being, like I said, 46 to 39 or something like that. But since I got my Bloodthirster, which is now 70 AD instead of 60, but there's only 30 stacks instead of 40. Now that adjustment is kind of strange, but all it means is that you get an initial 10 more attack damage than before, but you only get 30 stacks, so the maximum damage on the Bloodthirster is still 100, but if you die, you only lose 15 stacks instead of 20 when it's maxed out. and that I am a fan of, because that's 5 less monsters you gotta kill to get your AD back. Again, that is a huge buff. Like, I think they're gonna change it back to 60-40 instead of 70-30, because that really, like, when you lose 5 less stacks on an item that is already like one of the most powerful items in the game, it's not even, you know, it's not fair. And the best part is the Phantom Dancer, which I don't actually get to complete because the match ends. Not only does the Phantom Dancer have the base stats that are reduced slightly from before, but when you have a Phantom Dancer, its unique passive, which is on all the time, allows you to ignore all enemy unit collision. So now you are invisible to minions. You don't bump into them with the Phantom Dancer anymore. That is the most ridiculous and awesome thing I have ever heard of, and I'm a big fan of that. Cause that Phantom Dancer, look at that. Your champion ignores unit collision. It's unbelievable, and I think it's cheaper than before. Same build, cheaper price. Yeah, because the Cloak of Agility is less. It's only 7 something instead of 850 or 830. It's great. They've really, you know, really outdone themselves this time, and I'm hoping that a lot of the stuff that I like, that it doesn't get changed or nerfed or switched around, because I'm really doing much better than I was before. Like I said, I think part of it is because I can seek vengeance, and the other part of it is that it's just fun. Because when I get back to my base, I don't always have to think, oh, I need another, 3,000 gold. No, they're much more broken up in smaller increments of like 400, 500 gold at a time. Now here's where I actually get LeBlanc. Or, yeah, we kill Caitlyn. Well, Darius does. And I come around and try to get Rengar, but I'm not quick enough. So Mordekaiser tries to poke at me. I'm going to get away from that. I'm going to heal myself. Then my team comes in. And this is where we do the final push. Because I see an opportunity, because the bot lane is down. So we're just going to run straight up. And this is where Jace kills me. He does this quick stab like his brother Darius the Dick. But it's okay, because I don't have to watch the deaths from the sidelines. I end up coming back up here in a minute and helping him take out the Nexus. So for that I am glad. So what we're looking at here is just the builds and the characters and what all they have. And I thought Jace was, because Rengar was a jungle, I thought Jace was doing more damage, but he really didn't have many items at all. So I thought, well, that's a shame, because he did a lot of damage to me on that last hit. It's possible that those on-hit effects were increased, but right now we're just owning the crap out of these towers, and their team is just scrambling. Like, this team was tough, man. They fought right to the end, but as you can see, I ultimate the Nexus so that all the minions die, which gives us free reign for our super minions to come in. And oh, both towers simultaneously destroyed. So they're gonna scramble around a little bit. Malphite takes out Mordekaiser. Jace chases Lux, but there's no way he's gonna take her down. I mean, that's just suicide, because Malphite ends up taking him for the double kill. And then we come back, and here I come to wreck the Nexus, or at least help finish it off. So we do the buff, I'm pretty sure. Yep, there it is. And swipe, 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 swipe. And that's it. So, thank you guys for watching. I thought you would enjoy that. Victory! And I got to go over some of the new crap in this version. I'm excited about it. Obviously, I'm the Idiot Noob. That's 2 O's or zeros. And I will see you guys in the next video. And look forward to Pandora 2 and be awesome. I'll see you later. Oh, yeah.